Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Rev Talk. You get me again, just me. Reverend Beverly is still incapacitated and recovering from her surgery. So we want to send her lots of prayers and healing energy. So today is Halloween. Exciting for me anyway, one of my favorite days of the year. I love to celebrate this. And so I did a little research, just a teeny bit about Halloween. And I took this from, I'm going to read this to you because I took this from the Farmers Almanac. They have it online. I could get lost in reading all of the stuff that they have here. I just love it. But what they're saying, first off, is they're saying the holiday was once tied to farming and astronomy. It marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter or darker half of the year. It was traditionally called All Hallows Eve, celebrated on the evening before the Christian holy day of All Hallows Day or All Saints Day. In England, saints or holy people were called hallowed, hence the name All Hallows Day, the evening or ean before the feast became popularly known as All Hallows Eve or Halloween. The origin of Halloween can be traced to an ancient festival called Samhain, meaning summer's end. And this was a sacred festival celebrated by the ancient Celts and Druids in the British Isles. It marked the end of the harvest and the start of a new year. The ancient Celts believed that the veil between the worlds of the living and the dead was at its thinnest during Samhain. This had positive benefits, as it was an ideal time to consider the dead, communicate with the deceased, and also to divine the future. I think most of us have heard that the veil is thinnest at this time of year, and it is a good time to get in touch with our ancestors or those who have crossed over. Personally, today I think what I'm going to try to do later this evening is to commune with my ancestors to help to release some of the energies that I've been carrying. I was awakened early this morning, very early this morning, with things that have happened in my past. And I had to ask myself, why am I still holding on to these? Because they were not pleasant, and I am choosing to release them into the light. I need a little help with that, because sometimes I have a tendency of just holding on to it and bringing it back in. I'm like beating the dead horse. So that's going to be something that I'm going to try to do this evening. And one of the things that I've heard or read is that if you write it down and then go outside and burn it. Now, it's really warm today, actually. We hit a record, we broke a record actually for this day. So it's actually gotten very warm. So I don't know if I'll go outside and burn the paper or not. I'll figure something out. It's the intent behind it that makes it work, that puts the power behind it, that brings it into fruition. One of the other things that I wanted to share with you today is, again, I pulled some cards, and I believe I have Priestess Elvia to point the finger at with this. Not sure though, I could be wrong. So, I apologize if it wasn't you. I saw in one of the readings about the Intuitive Whispers Oracle, and I went and I looked at it and read through some of the things that it had and what it had to say, and I really liked it. So I got it. So now I replaced my Forest Fae for the time being with this deck for my daily pulls. The card that I pulled for this week from the Angel Inspiration deck is Harmony, which I think is an apropos card to have just with all the craziness that's been going on of late. And it's not like this is new. There's been a lot of stuff happening continuously. It's a good idea to keep yourself grounded in your own harmony. What brings you peace? What brings you the peace that allows you to be able to work through everything that's going on? That allows you to sit in the middle of chaos and yet not allow it to affect you. That, I think, is the key. That's something important to keep in mind. Yes, there's going to be chaos. There's going to be all kinds of upheaval. It's how you handle it. And if you continue to keep yourself grounded in your peace, with your harmony, you're moving forward on your path. And that's what we're here to do. Now, the other card I pulled, and I must admit, I have to research the book because I am not, I said this before, very learned or up to snuff with tarot, but I love this deck. This is my Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. And the card I pulled today is the Eight of Pentacles. And I just love this artwork. So that's what I continue to refer back to. So what it says here is dedication, commitment, craftsmanship. I've also been looking at starting a project, a craft project. I have not gotten to the getting the supply stage. So it's still in, that should I or shouldn't I kind of phase. But the dedication is also very good and pertains to keeping yourself grounded, staying in that harmony, allowing peace to fill you, even though it is hectic and chaotic around you, and your dedication and due diligence for doing so. Now, the card I pulled from the Intuitive Whispers Oracle, I'll have to pull the book on this one too. They're beautiful cards, by the way, is to stop pushing and striving. And I think that's something that I know I do. I keep thinking I have to keep going. I have to keep doing. I have to, keep that momentum going. And that apparently, is not always the case. So what it says in the very beginning is you're trying too hard to make things happen. Yeah, I get that. And it's time to slow down and enter into flow with life, which is always a wonderful thing to do. And that's another thing that I think Reverend Beverly and I have mentioned before in the past, to get out in nature if you can. Take a walk. Just step away from your desk. Go outside for a little bit. It doesn't have to be a big, I have to travel here, I have to travel there. Again, stop pushing. It doesn't have to be a big all-out to-do that you do in order to stop that pushing and striving, to stop and smell the roses kind of thing. So with that, the stop pushing, the bring about peace, to find your harmony, and pat yourself on the back for doing a good job. because we're here, and the fact that we're here means we're doing okay. You're doing okay. It's all good. It really is. So with that, I'm going to end right now. And that would be the perfect time to say, okay, happy Halloween, everyone. Happy blessed Samhain, and be gentle with yourself and be kind to yourself. And to remember that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time, my friends, be well.